Hey guys, what's up? Colby here and Liz here again, bringing you today's workout. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. And before we get into the workout, we have our challenge of the day. Our challenge of the day today, we've been on here for, I think it's coming up on 3 weeks now, And our challenge of the day is to go watch one other CrossFit Oxnard video on YouTube. Go find something that's not a workout demo, find some of the other content that we've put up, and go like it, and subscribe to us if you haven't already. We wanted to continue to put out video content throughout this entire time and then into the future as well, putting out regular, good information content, whether it has to do with workout briefs or whether it has to do with how we can help you live a better, healthier lifestyle. Cool. Anyways, I will go watch, actually that's probably, I've cheated, I've liked all of the videos that CFOx has, so I can no longer like any more videos. But let's talk about the workout today. It's an interesting workout. We have 3-part basically. We have 0 to 8 minutes, then we have 8 to 16 minutes, and then we have 16 until we finish. In that first section of time, 0 to 8 minutes, you're gonna do 5 rounds of strict Cindy. 5 pull-ups, 5 strict pull-ups, 5 strict pull-ups, and then 10 push-ups, and then 15 air squats. So you'll do 5 strict rounds of Cindy. If you do not have a pull-up bar, you can always do strict bent over rows, which we'll talk about today. Last time you saw that we had a pull-up bar in here when we had pull-ups. Today we're going to use that demo with just a odd object, and any odd object works for that. After those 5 rounds of strict Cindy, you're going to do 50 single arm dumbbell power cleans, and you're going to alternate every single time. Then when you finish that, you're going to look at the clock and say time. Cool. I get to rest the remaining time up until 8 minutes. At 8 minutes, I start again. This time, you're going to do 4 rounds of strict Cindy. 5 strict pull-ups or odd object rows, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. 4 rounds of that, and then you're going to do 40 dumbbell goblet squats with that same weight that you use for 50 dumbbell single arm power cleans. And then when you finish that 40 dumbbell squats, you will look at your clock, okay, write down that time, and then at the 16-minute mark, you will start a 3rd round here. And on this 3rd round, you're going to do 3 rounds of strict Cindy, 5 strict pull-ups or odd object pulls, 10 push-ups, and 15 air squats. Once you finish that, you're going to do 30 alternating single arm squat clean thrusters. This is going to be the most difficult of the bunch here, but you're only doing 30, not 50 of them. So it seems kind of confusing. You're going to look at it on your page here, and it's going to make a lot more sense for you. Let's talk about some different scales and some different options that we have. As far as Cindy goes, we've option number 1, you're going to be doing pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, like let's say we don't have a pull-up bar here, you're going to do odd object rows. So you're just going to hold that odd object on either end in a bent over position, looking at it from the side, perfect. Nice flat back, and it's just going to pull those elbows up high and to the outside. So a nice controlled odd object pull. So it's still an upper body pull without an object. If you do have a pull-up bar, I want you trying to use pull-ups. You can also make your pull-ups a little bit easier, maybe by putting a foot on the ground. If you're at home and you got like one of those door ones, maybe you put your foot on a chair to help you out a little bit. Your push-ups, you can always make those a little bit easier by going from the toes down to the knees. So let's show some push-ups, some regular push-ups to start out with. Good hollow body position, chest touches the floor every single rep. Cool. Option number 2 is take those knees to the ground, come all the way down. Chest still touches the floor here. And then option number 3, we don't have it here, but you could also raise yourself up onto maybe a chair, or maybe raise yourself up even higher onto, maybe you could work on a
husband's knee.
On a knee. This works well. The higher that you go, the easier that push-up's going to be. And if you're looking at 50 pull-up or 50 push-ups in that first round, that's a lot of push-ups, and that may be something that works for you. Then you're going to do 15 air squats. Those air squats are just normal air squats. She initiates with those hips, the chest is nice and tall, sitting back and down, hip crease below the knee, standing right back up. Those feet are shoulder width stance, and her eyes are forward in a neutral position. Cool. You'll do 15 of those. Following that, she's going to do 50 single dumbbell power cleans. These are what those are going to look like. Starting right between the legs, jumping it up to one shoulder. On her way down, she switches hands and then jumps it right back up to the next shoulder. If she would like to change that dumbbell on the ground, or you would like to change it on the ground, you can always put it down and bring it back up for the next one. Or she can lay it flat on the ground and then change into the next one as well. So 50 of those. At the end of that, you're going to look at time. You'll write down that time, and then at the 8-minute marks, we're going to start again with 4 rounds of strict Cindy. 5 pull-ups or 5 odd object rows, your 10 push-ups, whatever version that you chose, and 15 air squats. Then she's going to do 40 dumbbell goblet squats. This is the same weight. She's going to pick it back up. She's going to go right underneath her chin with it. She's going to do goblet squats. It's going to stay there the entire time, up and right back down. Perfect. One more time. Hip crease below the knee, that whole foot's on the ground, that chest is staying up, nice and tall. Very cool. So this would be very challenging if you could finish all 40 of those right in a row. Then you're going to look at time again. Take my time number 2. I get to rest up until the 16-minute mark. At the 16-minute mark, I start one more round of those 3 rounds of Cindy's. Strict 5 pull-ups or odd object rows, your push-ups that you've chosen, 10 of those, and then 15 squats. Then you're going to go into 30 single arm alternating dumbbell squat clean thrusters. Holy smokes, what a mouthful. Here's what that looks like. Take it off the ground. She will squat clean it first, then she'll drive it up over her head. Squat clean thruster. Again, you can change hands either at the bottom or on the way back down. So squat clean thruster, good. Squat clean thruster. One more for us, because I know these are really easy. Squat clean thruster. Very nice. And again, you're only doing 30 versus the 40 goblet squats versus the 50 alternating dumbbell power cleans. If you don't have an odd object for these goblet squats or these single arm dumbbell thrusters, you're going to use an odd object. And your odd object you're going to grab with both hands. So it'll be in a bow tie position for the goblet squats. And then if you're looking at alternating dumbbell single arm squat clean thrusters, it'll just be an odd object like a bow tie squat clean thrusters. So Liz will show us some of those as well. Turn it on its side so it's flat. This is like you're taking it up off the ground. You squat clean it, then you press it over your head. This is with whatever object that you have. You can do this version right here. So touching the floor, one more time. Squat clean, and then driving it overhead. And you'll still do 30 of those, and you can put it down. Cool. You're looking at about 5 to 7 minutes. 7 minutes is the top end that I want to see on that. If you're hitting 7 minutes, you should be modifying back. Maybe change that to 50 down to 40 reps, or 40 down to 30, or 30 down to 20, or change that rounds of Cindy. Maybe chop off a round of Cindy to help you get in that 5-minute range. You're looking at like 90% effort, and then trying to recover in 2 to 3 minutes. 90% effort, recover in 2 to 3 minutes. Let's talk about some warm-up. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to do 2 to 3 rounds of this. The first thing that we're going to do is 30 seconds of dumbbell deadlifts. This dumbbell can also be an odd object, any odd object that you have. Back is nice and flat. She's just standing right up and setting it back down, holding on however you would like. Just 30 seconds of deadlifts. If you ask me, this will probably get in between 10 and 15 and 30 seconds. Then she'll put it down. She's going to go over to a wall for some wall squats. You'll stand as close as you are able. The first round here, I want you to stand a little bit further away so that you know a distance that you can make, and then we can make it harder later on. She can put her hands over her head. She's going to lock her thumbs together, and then she's going to squat nice and slow. keeping her chest as tall as she can, keeping the weight in the heels, and then standing right back up. You're gonna do 30 seconds of these. I say in 30 seconds, you're probably gonna be able to do between 5 and 8. If you can do more than that, you need to make it more difficult by getting a little bit closer to the wall. Go one more time. So Liz is now probably 3 inches closer to the wall, and we'll see if it's gotten more difficult. Good, stand back up. Good, did that get more difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah, feel the belly has to engage in that wall squat?
Definitely.
All right, so you do 30 seconds of those, and then you're gonna do 20 overhead circles. This will be with your odd object or with your dumbbell. She's gonna take the dumbbell and put it up over her head with one arm. She's gonna do some circles with it. 20 of them. Small circles, that's it. Baby circles. Little baby circles. And then she's gonna switch sides versus papa circles. No papa circles here. These are baby circles. 20 more on the other side.
Am I moving?
Yeah, you're moving, barely. After 20 of those, you can set it down. And we're gonna do 10 inchworms. These inchworms are gonna be a little bit different. She's gonna walk your hands up, reach up and back, and then she's gonna go down to the ground, walk her hands out. From here, she's gonna go low lunge left, low lunge right. So opening up the hips a little bit here. And then she's gonna go all the way down to the floor. Balance both feet are back. She's gonna do a scorpion on either side. Hands out to the side, twist, and then twist to the other side. And then go ahead and walk yourself right back up. You're gonna do 10 of these. I'm gonna call it like an inchworm sequence. So you reach your hands up overhead, give me one more of those. Hands down, walk yourself out. Plank tabletop, go right foot forward, switch, left foot forward, back to the middle, all the way down, and a scorpion. Boom, boom, and walk yourself back up. Cool, you're gonna do 2 to 3 rounds of that. If you feel extremely warmed up after 2 rounds, you can skip on that 3rd round. If you're like, hey, I feel like I could use that extra round of warm up, definitely take advantage of that extra round of warm up, because you are gonna be going hard today. You would rather go into this a little bit sweaty and warm than a little bit cold, especially if you're gonna go hard. And then last time, looks like this, 0 to 8 minutes. You're gonna do 5 rounds of strict Cindy. Then you're gonna do 50 alternating dumbbell cleans. Then you're gonna take down your time from 8 to 16 minutes. You're gonna do 4 rounds of strict Cindy. Then you're gonna do 40 goblet squats or odd object squats. Then you're gonna take down your time. And at 16 minutes until you finish, you're gonna do 3 rounds of strict Cindy and then alternating single arm dumbbell squat clean thrusters or odd object squat clean thrusters. And then take down that time, and you're gonna give us 3 total times today. Thanks guys, have fun. Air 5.
I saw it coming.
Got it. That's not how you do a wall squat. Your wall squat is this.
No, it's not. I watched the video.
What, really?
Yes, this feels nice.
It is.
We're sending that to EC. Oh, it's wet. I'm just kidding. That's what she said.